What's up, everybody? It's Chef Mike Jerez.
And John Baruti.
And we are Million Dollar Food Guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.
We are looking for 25 new subscribers every time you see our ugly faces. Every time.
Absolutely. We want you to subscribe and hit that bell because we got so much great content coming up. It's going to be insane.
And if you like us, comment. Give us a little feedback. Give us a little, give us back something, a little bit. What do you want to talk about? Are the things that we're talking about boring to you? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Make sure you comment. This is the whole back and forth thing. That's why we're doing it. We don't do it for money. We just do it because we like it.
So the last thing we talked about was help and what we're going through and our ailments, of course, of what
and the industry,
we're having,
how tough it's been.
How it's tough. So what do we do now? Because we're both 50 years old. What do we do?
What's our transition? What's the next step?
What do we do moving forward?
So
what do you got?
The plan is this. First of all, I have my own channel, Baruti Success, right? The one thing I talk about and preach and have preached to my employees is save every day, right? $7.14. I believe it's $49 and something cents. I don't know what the math is. You know, I'm really smart, but not that smart. So $7.14 a day. It's what? It's a Starbucks. It's a Wawa. It's an extra 7-Eleven. It's okay. So I didn't get my
energy drink.
Yeah. Energy, Jesus, energy drinks. You guys with the energy drink. First of all, you're killing yourself.
Unbelievable.
They're $4, $5 a pop.
Well, the problem is everybody's so used to cocaine or crystal meth.
Or crack.
That they need that energy drink to get them through the week.
Yeah.
Cigarettes also. Don't forget cigarettes.
And listen,
$10 a pack.
So cigarettes, right? You listen to 101.5, right? Or don't
I do all the time.
So Bill Spadea in the morning.
Correct.
He's, they're beating up on the vaping industry, right? I'm not a smoker. I'm not a vapor.
Neither am I.
But I do believe what Bill's saying. So they're saying that the vaping is bad. Listen, if you instead of smoke and you vape, first of all, you're going to cut your expenses in half, at least. You take that money, listen to me, because we're talking about transitioning. How do we retire? How do we put money away? Even if we're 50, I don't care if you're 60, every penny you put away is $1 more you have tomorrow, right? It just is. And in our industry, we don't have 401s. We don't have pensions and retirement plans. We don't have that. And God bless, if you're working for a big corporation and you have that, God bless you. Max it out. Whatever it is, and they're matching it, max it out, period, at the end. Most of us, especially in the non-corporate stuff, we don't have it. Not only that, we can't afford to, unfortunately, give it to our employees. I would love to have a plan. Years ago, I did have a plan. It was a SARSEP plan. I can't afford to do that anymore. Expenses, it makes no sense. Health insurance, it makes no sense. So the first part of this, Mike asked, how do we start? You start by saving every day, right? You go online. And if you Google Baruti Success, you'll look down the videos, and I'll link it up here. It walks you through Ali Bank. I'm not an affiliate. I don't make any money on it. I just seriously want you guys to save. I've been fortunate enough to save since I've been little. My 2 young kids, I teach them now, 8 and 13, every week they put money away. Every week they're saving, right? When they're 50, my kids are going to have way more money than me. They just will.
But think about it, though. In the restaurant industry, we are not programmed to save.
No.
Everybody is paycheck to paycheck.
That's right. And I'm here to tell you, because everybody, I will guarantee you, everyone will say, John, I don't have enough money. Everybody will say that.
Well, I agree with you. And everybody's priorities are smokes, energy drinks, and some kind of beverage at the end of the week.
Extracurricular activities.
Correct.
Yes.
So that's the huge problem in our industry, and you guys know this. So leave comments down below about the industry that you know are true.
Yeah.
People's priorities are smokes, energy drinks, and alcohol,
and not
savings. And
people try to live way above their means. They just do, right?
Yeah,
so if you do what I say and you take the money away automatically, And again, you go to Ali Bank, you set up the account. It's very easy. You link it to your checking account, right? You tell it how much to save every week, and it'll pull it out automatically. Let me tell you something. It's going to suck for a little bit. You're going to be like, John sucks. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Then, all of a sudden, you're going to forget about it, right? Because it's automatic. It's coming out every week. And then, in a year, in 2 years, when you have $500, $700, $1,500 that you never had before, you don't touch it. You just keep playing with it. Other episodes, me and Mike we'll talk about it, but definitely because my channel is more financial, I'll explain to you what to do with the money. Once you save it, you have $2,000 or $3,000. Now's not the time, unfortunately. Stock markets,
right?
You don't want to put your money in the stock market right now.
Gotcha.
You don't. But in a couple of years, maybe in a year, when it takes a pooper, you want to put everything you have in it because it's just going to come back. So the things to do, what me and Mike are talking about are things we're talking about. How do we retire, right? How do we transition out of our businesses? The first thing is savings. That you have to have that to back yourself up. Me and Mike going through some health issues, right? We've talked about that in the past.
Yes.
If we didn't have savings, we'd be screwed. I'd be screwed. To be honest with you.
100%.
Couldn't get through it.
Absolutely.
So that's the first thing. The second thing we want to talk about is possibly you may want to sell your business. You might want a partner. And I started doing research. I wanted to do it before we got to the episode. I haven't had time. So by the time I post this, I'm going to look up. I started looking into, because me and you have talked about it,
Yes.
Working partners, right? We are physically not able to do what we used to do. At the ice cream store, we have a young girl that she is not a partner, but we pay her extra at the end of the year. She runs the store for us. She's our store manager, and we give her a dollar bonus depending on sales and how good we did. And it motivates her. So she's not an owner,
right?
But she has skin in the game. She knows if she does the right thing for the store, she runs the store properly, she's going to get a big bonus at the end of the year. There's multiple ways you can do that. You can do it the way we do it with bonuses. Mike also does bonuses, right? Does bonuses. Or you can give them a percentage of the business. There's multiple ways to do this. All right?
Yeah.
Just drinks over there. Okay?
Just it's okay.
Don't die on this episode. Alrighty. So, and there's also, like I said, because of the bakery, we deal with a lot of businesses.
Right.
I just had another business owner. I ran into him at Restaurant Depot. I won't mention his name. I'm not really sure if the deal is closed, but another restaurant that has sold. What he did is he literally went to the restaurant next door, right? Mm. He owns the building, so he didn't really care about, because he knew he was going to get the rent. Okay. But he wanted somebody to buy the restaurant that he knew, would keep doing it. He knew the guy next door was an excellent restaurateur. He went to him and said, hey, you're literally right next door. They do different things. The two restaurants are different, right? So they don't compete. And he said, why don't you think about buying it? And he did. So those are the ways, reaching out to the people you know, right? There's sites. There's, I have the bakery, as we talked about, but I also started my career when I was back in Seton Hall by delivering Calandra bakery bread, right? And I've had those routes for, since 1987, 87 we graduated. So since 1991, I've had those routes. It's a long freaking time. Yeah. And I'm shrinking, because of my health, I'm shrinking my business. Part of shrinking my business is I'm going to sell off the Calandra route. I posted the Calandra route on bizbuysell.com, which I'm going to post on here. Many restaurants, many delis, many businesses sell that way, but there's multiple sites that you can post on, and I'm going to link a couple up on the bottom here. And it's another way to sell your business. The other way is go to a broker. They're expensive. Sure. They're expensive. And not only that, a lot of the brokers want to put it on MLS. Yeah. So as business owners, it's tough for us. Like if Mike was selling his restaurant, he's not. But if Mike was selling his restaurant, if it got put on MLS, the chances of customers seeing it are pretty great, right? They're going to see that. And most restaurant owners don't want that to get out, right? It hurts the business. So you want to be in the industry of people that are people that are looking to buy businesses. And that's why I say buy, biz, sell. And again, I'll link up the rest of them. LoopNet is another one. These are commercial sites that people in the business, in the industry, are looking to buy and sell businesses. So is that an option for you? I don't know. Is it an option for us? For me, part of my business, we're going to do that. For Mike, I don't. We've talked back and forth. I know you're not selling your restaurant, but we have to think about what's the next
moving
step?
on to the next step in life is because you know what, we don't have a 401k, we don't have a pension, we don't have restaurant people. You know this, so comment below because you know what we're dealing with. At the end of the road, what do we have? I mean, where do all chefs go? I mean, do we go out to pasture? Do we work at diners? I mean, what do we do?
My dad, when he passed away, was 49. So 1 year younger than me and Mike are right now, right? I can remember like yesterday, literally like late yesterday, my dad was so burnt out. He was so exhausted from the restaurant business. He talked about it. He talked about it daily, selling
I remember your dad trying to sell me pasta. Back in the day of his last years.
Pasta.
When I worked at a pizzeria. He was trying to sell me pasta from the pizzeria from your company.
Right. So my dad was trying to transition out. So me and my dad had a side business that Mike is talking about. We sold cookies, olive oil, tomato sauce because my dad was trying to transition out.
Dried pasta. It was dried.
Right. So unfortunately, my dad passed away before any of that could happen, right? And I don't want that to happen for you guys. So the smart thing to do is to plan now, right? To plan what you're doing. Listen, even if you're not going to sell your restaurant or deli or business or electrical, you need to plan, right? You need to say, okay, I have 10 more years. I have 5 more years. I have 8 more years. What am I going to do, right? And in order for you to have a retirement, start planning now. Is it selling? Is it taking a good portion of your money and putting it away by week? I'm saying $50, right? And I'm saying that because employees watch this. Now, even restaurateurs and businesses that are struggling watch this. If you had a great year like we had, you should be putting $200, $300, $400 a week away. John, that's ridiculous. No, it's not ridiculous. Because when you have it, you got to put it away. Because otherwise, it just evaporates. Isn't that amazing?
I agree with you.
It's amazing how when we don't put it away, it disappears. But we have when you do put it away, you're like, oh, it's not that hard. I actually can still pay my bills and stuff. So this episode, we wanted to talk about that. What's the transition? What's the next step? For us, again, I'm selling parts of my businesses off. I'm selling properties, right? Because I'm getting older. For Mike, I'm not really sure what your thoughts are.
I'm looking towards it.
Okay. All right. And again, so we're talking about this. He's got to start thinking about it, right?
Absolutely.
And me and him privately talk about it, and it's not an easy thing to do. But if you don't start the conversation, it's not going to happen. So that was the whole point. None of us in this industry, we're so busy. We have so many things going on. We have putting out fires. Employees didn't come in. All these things, we forget about ourselves. So this episode was to talk about us, think about the future, put money away every single day, and maybe you'll learn something from us.
And that's it. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell because we want to keep you informed of what's going on.
25 subscribers.
We got a ton of stuff coming up.
Don't be a slacker.
You're really going to love. We can't wait for you to join us. And that's it for the $1 Million Food Guys. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next one. Did I move it? We're good. All right. Last one of the night.
Ready?